Hello Dubs Nation family. Welcome back to the Dubs Nation Voice, the home for all things Golden State Warriors. Today, we have breaking news. Jonathan Kuminga could be on the move. Yes, the Sacramento Kings are interested, and there are talks happening. What does it mean for the Warriors? What's next for Kuminga? Stay with us for the full story, in easy English, with all the latest facts, trade rumors, and analysis. Let's dive in. Who is Kuminga? Jonathan Kuminga is a young NBA player. He plays forward. He is 6 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 225 pounds. He was picked number 7 in the 2021 NBA draft by the Warriors. In the 2023-2024 season, Kuminga played well. He averaged 16.1 points per game and shot over 52%. But later, he had an ankle injury. He missed 31 games. When he came back, his role on the team was smaller. Why? Because the Warriors had traded for Jimmy Butler. Now, Kuminga was no longer a starter all the time. Why is Kuminga unhappy? Kuminga wanted to play more. He wanted to be a big part of the team. But Coach Steve Kerr did not always trust him in big games. Kerr said on a podcast that it was hard to play Kuminga 38 minutes with Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green. Kuminga felt frustrated. He played 47 games that season, with averages of 15.3 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists. But his shooting dropped to 45% from the field and only 30% from three-point range. Now, he wants a fresh start. He wants a new team. The Kings are interested. Let's talk about the Sacramento Kings. They are trying to become a strong team in the West. They have stars like Domantas Sabonis and Keegan Murray. They also just signed point guard Dennis Schroeder. Now rumors say they also want Kuminga. Some people on social media said there was a 3-team trade, Kings, Pistons, and Warriors. But new reports say that is false. What is true? The Kings did reach out to Kuminga's agent. They also talked to the Warriors. What trade was offered? The Kings have not made an official offer yet. But they floated an idea. They would give Devin Carter, Dario Saric, and 2 second-round picks for Kuminga. The Warriors said no. They think this offer is too low. They believe Kuminga is worth more. The Warriors want 2 things. 1. A young, talented player. 2. A first-round pick. That's not what the Kings offered. Other teams want Kuminga too. The Kings are not the only team that wants Kuminga. Many teams are watching him. Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls, Brooklyn Nets, Washington Wizards, Milwaukee Bucks. All these teams have talked to the Warriors about him. The Warriors have many choices. They will wait for the best deal. Money matters, the contract situation. Kuminga is now a restricted free agent. That means the Warriors can keep him if they match another team's offer. The Warriors gave him a $7.5 million qualifying offer. But Kuminga wants more. He is asking for around $30 million per year. That is a lot. But not many teams have the money to pay that. So Kuminga might not get that much this summer. What do the Warriors want? The Warriors are planning their future. They want to get younger but also stay strong for Steph Curry. If they trade Kuminga, they want a good young player like Keegan Murray. A valuable first-round pick. They are not just giving Kuminga away. They know his potential is high. Will Kuminga stay or leave? There are 3 options for Kuminga. 1. Accept the $7.5 million and stay 1 more year. 2. Wait for another team to offer more money. 3. Sign with a new team through a sign-and-trade. Each option has problems. If he stays, he might be unhappy. If he waits, he might not get enough money. If he goes, the Warriors must agree. Is Kuminga a good fit for the Kings? Let's imagine Kuminga plays for the Kings. He would join a lineup with Sabonis center, Murray forward, Schroeder guard. That could work. Kuminga brings athleticism and energy. But he must shoot better and make smarter plays. Coach Mike Brown would need to help him grow. If it works, Kuminga could be a star. If not, he could struggle again like in Golden State. So, Dubs Nation, what do you think? Should the Warriors trade Kuminga? Is the Kings' offer enough? Will Kuminga stay or go? Let us know in the comments. We'll keep following this story every day. Now, let's dive into today's big story. The Warriors are moving away from Nikola Vucevic, and Jonathan Kuminga might be gone too. The search for a center. The Golden State Warriors entered this offseason with one big need. They need a center. A big man. A rim protector. A strong rebounder. But so far, nothing has happened. Players like Brook Lopez and Clint Capella have already signed with other teams. Even Jonas Valanciunas, who was a trade target, signed with the Denver Nuggets. And now, the Warriors are reportedly no longer interested in Nikola Vucevic, the center from the Chicago Bulls. This is surprising, because for many months, Vucevic was one of the top names linked to Golden State. Why are the Warriors walking away from Vucevic? Some reports say it's because they are looking at someone else, Al Horford. Why not Vucevic? Nikola Vucevic is still a good player. He averaged 18.5 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game last season. He shot 53% from the field and 40% from the three-point line. He is experienced. He can space the floor. And he plays smart. But the Warriors don't seem fully interested. Maybe it's because of his contract. He is set to earn around $21.5 million. Or maybe it's because Vucevic is not a great defender in the paint. The Warriors want someone who can protect the rim and move his feet. So who are they turning to? Enter Al Horford. Sources say the Warriors are now targeting Al Horford, a veteran center from the Boston Celtics. Horford is 39 years old. He's not young, but he is smart, tough, and reliable. He doesn't need the ball. He plays strong defense. He passes well. He fits in any system, especially Golden State's style of ball movement and spacing. He's also a good leader in the locker room. With Kevin Looney now in New Orleans, the Warriors need someone like Horford. They need a big man who knows how to play in big games. If Golden State signs Al Horford, it would not be a long-term move. But it could help Steph Curry and Draymond Green win now. Jonathan Kuminga trade talk. While the Warriors are searching for a big man, another big story is happening. Jonathan Kuminga might be traded. Yes, you heard that right. According to NBC Sports, the Warriors are talking with the Sacramento Kings and Detroit Pistons. It's a three-team trade. Here's the idea of the trade. Jonathan Kuminga and Dennis Schroeder go to the Kings. Malik Monk goes to the Pistons. The Warriors get Dario Saric, Devin Carter, and 2 second-round picks. This deal is not done yet. It's still being talked about. But if it happens, Kuminga's time with the Warriors will be over. What this trade means for Kuminga and the Dubs. Let's talk about one of the biggest rumors in basketball right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Warriors. Yes, it sounds crazy. But the NBA is full of surprises. Recently, some NBA insiders have talked about the Warriors preparing for a future superstar move. And one name that keeps coming up is Giannis. Giannis is a 2-time MVP. A champion. A strong leader. He has said in past interviews that he wants to win more championships, and he's not afraid to leave if needed. The Milwaukee Bucks are still a strong team. But if they don't win soon, things could change. The Warriors could try to trade for Giannis by offering picks, young talent like Jonathan Kuminga, and clearing cap space by letting go of big contracts. Again, this is just a rumor, not a real trade yet. But many fans are excited by the idea of Steph plus Giannis playing together. Can you imagine that? Kai Sotto, the Filipino star in Warriors' radar? Another name that has surprised people this offseason is Kai Sotto. Kai Sotto is a young center from the Philippines. He's 7'3", with a soft touch and good passing ability. He's only 22 years old, and has played in the NBL, Australia, Japan B-League, and summer league teams in the NBA. Many Filipino fans are hoping Kai gets a chance in the NBA. And guess what? Some reports say the Warriors are watching him closely. Why would they do that? Because he is tall and skilled. Cheap contract, perfect for a team needing depth. And he would bring in huge international support, especially from the Philippines. Even if it's just for training camp or a two-way contract. Having Kai Sotto in Golden State would be historic, the first full-time Filipino player in a Warriors jersey. Again, this is a rumor, but it's one worth watching. We're talking about one of the biggest surprises in this NBA offseason, Damian Lillard being waived by the Milwaukee Bucks, and how the Golden State Warriors might bring him home to the Bay Area. Yes, you heard that right. Lillard is now a free agent, and according to ESPN and Bleacher Report, the Warriors are one of the teams that contacted him immediately after the Bucks stretched his contract to sign Miles Turner. In this video, we'll break down why the Bucks let go of Dame, why the Warriors are interested, what this means for Jonathan Kuminga, and whether this move makes championship sense. Let's dive in. What happened with Damian Lillard? After a short and bumpy season with the Milwaukee Bucks, Damian Lillard was waived. The Bucks wanted to make room for Miles Turner, who signed a 4-year, $107 million deal. To do that, they used the stretch provision to remove Lillard's $113 million contract off their books. That's a huge move. And not everyone is happy about it. Lillard is recovering from an Achilles injury. He might miss most, or even all, of the 2025-26 season. Still, he's a superstar and a respected veteran. Even Giannis Antetokounmpo reportedly was not happy with this decision. But surprisingly, Lillard himself was happy. According to Sam Amick of The Athletic, Dame is elated to be waived. Now, he can choose where he wants to go and maybe, finally, win a championship. Why Golden State reached out. Now let's talk about the Warriors. According to ESPN's Mark J. Spears, the Warriors are one of the first teams to reach out to Lillard. Why? Lillard is from the Bay Area. He grew up a Warriors fan, watching games at Oracle Arena. He even used to sneak into the media room for sodas as a kid. This is not just business. This would be a homecoming. And for the Warriors, who are trying to win one more title with Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, adding Dame, even if he's injured, makes sense. It's about veteran leadership, playoff experience, championship hunger, Dame's injury and the risk, 15 to 2,200 hours. Let's be honest, this move comes with a lot of risk. Damian Lillard is 35 years old. He just had an Achilles injury, and that's one of the toughest injuries to come back from. If the Warriors sign him, they might not see him on the court until late in the season, or even until the 2026 playoffs. But the Warriors are not rebuilding. They want to win now. Even if Lillard plays only in April or May, his presence could change the game in tight playoff moments. Take pressure off Curry. Give the bench a serious scoring punch. Can Warriors sign Lillard and keep Kuminga? One big question, what about Jonathan Kuminga? Kuminga is still in contract talks with the Warriors. Mark Spears reported that Golden State is optimistic about re-signing him. But if Dame comes, will they still have the money or the roster space? Here's where it gets interesting. According to ESPN's Brian Windhorst, signing Dame wouldn't necessarily be an either/or with Kuminga. That means the Warriors might keep both players. They can use veteran minimums, trade exceptions, or sign-and-trade options. So far, no team has offered Kuminga the type of contract he expected. That gives the Warriors an advantage. Kuminga could stay and grow, even with Dame coming in. If Dame signs, what's the lineup? Imagine this lineup. Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Kevin Looney or a center to be named later. And off the bench, Damian Lillard, when healthy, Brandon Podziemski, Tracy Jackson-Davis, Moses Moody, maybe another veteran shooter. This would be one of the most dangerous veteran squads in the West. Lillard could take over late games. Butler brings defense and toughness. Curry and Dame together? That's unfair shooting. Basketball plus business logic. Beyond basketball, this move also makes business sense. The Warriors want to sell tickets, bring excitement, rebuild a winning identity post Klay Thompson. Signing Lillard checks all those boxes. Even if he doesn't play right away, the marketing is huge. Dame comes home. Stories. Selling jerseys. Local fan support. This is like when the Lakers signed Kobe near retirement, a symbolic and strategic move. What if it doesn't work? But let's not pretend everything will go perfectly. If Dame never recovers, slows down dramatically, or breaks team chemistry, then this move could backfire. Especially if they lose Kuminga or other young pieces to fit him in. It's a championship or bust gamble. Should the Warriors do it? So the final question is this. Should the Warriors sign Damian Lillard? My answer? Yes, but carefully. Only if they keep Kuminga. The money works, veteran minimum or exception. And the medical reports look positive. The upside is a ring. The downside? Just money and a roster spots. So what do you think? Should Golden State bring Damian Lillard home? Can he still be a difference maker after the injury? Or is this too risky? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe,